What is up, my friends? Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. I hope wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, you're loving yourself and loving the ones you're with, because that's what it's all about, baby. Today, we are going to be talking about a movie from last year called Never Let Go, directed by Alexandre Aja. Now, guys, Alexandre Aja, he directed The Hills Have Eyes, not the original. That was Wes Craven, the remake back in the early 2000s. The movie Crawl, about the crocodile, alligators, High Tension, which is another great one. I mean, he's directed some really, really good horror films in his tenure. I wish I could say the same for Never Let Go. This right here, it was just a steaming pile of monkey feces. This was horrible, guys. Thing is, if you're going to make... Okay, last film review we did. Last film we talked about, guys. We talked about Die Alone. That was a fantastic zombie film. I mean, fantastic. I had no problems with it whatsoever. I really enjoyed it. Then the next film I watch is this, which is also a very post-apocalyptic, zombie-rich environment. It's these people, Halle Berry and her kids are bound to this house. They can't leave this house in the woods because there's an evil out in the woods that if it touches you, you become evil. You get, whatever done to you. There's just, all kind of almost like an Evil Dead type presence. And so they have to stay in this house, close to this house, but they can also leave the house if they have ropes. And, as long as they don't let go of the rope or get disconnected from the rope or the rope from the house, they'll be fine. Whatever. First off, that's not a very interesting premise because it's Halle Berry playing a strung out lady, almost like her Monsters Ball character. Like a Southern mom. She's, treats her kids bad because she thinks that the evil's going to get them. But then at the same time, when they're out gathering their bark to eat and stuff like that, do they just live in a world where rope is infinite, just magically, just infinite? Because these people, they go so far away from their house on this rope that it's unbelievable, to the point where it almost, well, I say it almost hurts. The film's garbage, so obviously it does hurt it. It hurts the film when you sit there and they can go wherever they want to outside, but they just have to have this rope tied around them, but the rope doesn't have a set length. These kids run around trees, and the only time there's ever a set length for this rope is when it benefits the scene, when it needs to happen in the scene. There's never any example of it's outside of a scene with tension in it. And I think that's just lazy filmmaking from Aja. It's lazy writing. Then we have the overall premise of the film is generic. It's not well thought out. I don't even know really, because I've seen movies like this before that were done better, but at the same time, this had nothing special, no glamour, nothing to it. I felt there were so many eye-rolling moments where I was like, okay, I knew what was going on the minute that she says we're the only people left in the world. I knew exactly what was going on. M. Night Shyamalan made a movie about this many moons ago, but he did it 100 times better. This is The Village. This is any number of other films where you have an isolated people only to find out that maybe they ain't so isolated as they thought they were. And it's just things like that where you put that poorly executed plan, that poorly executed story into place, and then you do nothing to really engage me or make it special. You don't have good acting. Halle Berry's acting against wooden sacks of nickels because all she's doing is these kids are just duh, duh. None of the kids can act. The one kid who's whatever, he can't act. This movie was so subpar, and I had been looking forward to it because the trailers, God bless the trailer maker, because they are the ones who make you want to see films, whoever made the trailer for this film should be the director of the film, should have done the whole film, because the trailer was more interesting and more intriguing than this entire movie for the hour and 45 minutes or whatever it was that I watched it. I knew what was going on 20 minutes into the film. The CGI was pretty poorly rendered. The acting was bad. It just wasn't a good flick, guys. I don't recommend checking it out. If you really want to, you can watch it on Starz, or you can rent it, but I wouldn't spend any money on it. I'm glad I didn't spend any money on it. It was on one of my streaming services, because I would have definitely had buyer's remorse for this one, guys. That's it for Never Let Go. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hit that like and subscribe button on the way out, guys. And as always, I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. Peace out. God bless you. I'll see you next time, my friends.